As Nigeria continues to grapple with evolving security challenges, experts say security must be approached not only from a military perspective, but as a fundamental human right closely linked to governance, accountability, and diplomacy. To mark the International Human Rights Day 2025, the Resource Center for Human Rights and Civic Education CHRICED, in partnership with the International Relations Student Association of Nigeria, Bayero University Kano chapter, and other stakeholders, organized a public sensitization forum titled International Security and Diplomatic Path: The Role of Institutions and Diplomats in Securing Nigeria. The event, which held at the Musa Abdullahi Auditorium, featured a keynote address, several spoken words performances, a panel discussion, paper presentation, and interactive student engagements, reinforcing calls for collective responsibility in building a secure, just, and inclusive Nigeria.
Securing a state, maintaining security in a state is the first, foremost, and most essential duty of the state. The primary responsibility of the state or of the government is to secure the sovereignty of the state, its people, its territory, its political systems, its economic system, its social systems, and all other related values.
The panel discussion examined the roles of state institutions, policymakers, citizens, and diplomats in addressing insecurity, emphasizing that sustainable security is rooted in justice, transparency, and respect for human rights.
So it beholds people like us to convene here and to discuss issues of insecurity. And that's why I'm saying it is a very timely issue.
So really, it is a process. If one process is faulty, every other process will be what? Will be faulty. So we are now looking at the challenges. What are the challenges of internal security? Except if you are in the field. Reading newspapers, reading cases will not give you an insight of what really is the root causes of all these issues.
The police are not up to more than 400,000 in Nigeria of 220 million people. How come 400 people police 200 million? Don't you have the young backgrounds that can go into the system? Why?
The whole investigation. If you look at the technology of tracking down if your handset is stolen, all of us here are victims of tracking down of our own handset. For one good year, the even handset cannot be even be tracked down. You cannot even track down your own handset. What kind of surveillance technology do you have in Nigeria? They don't have the technological advancement. They don't have it. Issue of manual investigation of police division. For you just to go to the state command, we cannot do it here under division. We cannot do this kind of investigation. You have to go to the state command. Even in state command, at times, ordinary tracking, they say we have to send even the tracking items or information to Lagos or to other states, to Katsina. We don't have the tracker here.
Delivering a presentation at the forum, CHRICED Senior Program Officer, Dr. Omoni Adewoye, spoke on budget tracking, transparency, and their implications for national security. He warned that poor financial oversight weakens public trust and safety, urging citizens, especially young people, to actively question, track, and monitor how security funds are utilized.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my challenge to us is let's start asking questions. We need to start following the money. We have been too docile and too quiet. Every year, trillions of money is being spent, but we're not getting values and we're not asking questions.
As part of its civic engagement efforts, CHRICED also distributed copies of its advocacy and research publications to participants, aimed at deepening public understanding of human rights, civic responsibility, accountability, and governance beyond the event. Some participants shared their reflections on the forum.
So I learned so many things from them. I learned how diplomats also contribute in securing Nigeria.
I must say my expectations were reached even beyond what I expected.
So far I've learned one or two things that even me too, if I see anything that is unusual in my society, I should speak out and say something, or probably report to the police or military agency.
As the world commemorates International Human Rights Day 2025, stakeholders stress that lasting security can only be achieved through accountable institutions, transparent governance, and informed citizens' participation.